wills to ours in Islam. Enter ye the garden, ye and your wives, in beauty and rejoicing. To them will be passed round dishes and goblets of gold. There will be there all that the souls could desire, all that the eyes could delight in, and ye shall abide therein forever. Such will be the garden of which ye are made heirs for your good deeds in life. Ye shall have therein abundance of fruit, from which ye shall have satisfaction. The sinners will be in the punishment of hell, to dwell therein forever. No wise will the punishment be lightened for them, and in despair will they be there overwhelmed. No wise shall we be unjust to them, but it is they who have been unjust to themselves. And they will cry, O Malik, would that thy Lord put an end to us? He will say, Nay, but ye shall abide. Verily, we have brought the truth to you, but most of you have a hatred for the truth. What? Have they settled some plan among themselves? But it is we who settle things. Or do they think that we hear not their secrets and their private counsels? Indeed we do. And our messengers are by them to record. Say, if Allah most gracious had a son, I would be the first to worship. Glory to the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the Lord of the thrones of authority. He is free from the things they attribute to him. So leave them to babble and play with vanities until they meet that day of theirs which they have been promised. It is he who is Allah in heaven and Allah on earth, and he is full of wisdom and knowledge. And blessed is he to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and all between them. With him is the knowledge of the hour of judgment, and to him shall ye be brought back. And those whom they invoke besides Allah have no power of intercession. Only he who bears witness to the truth, and they know him. And thou ask them, who created them? They will certainly say Allah. How then are they deluded away from the truth? Allah has knowledge of the prophet's cry. O my Lord, truly these are a people who will not believe. But turn away from them and say, peace. But soon shall they know. Commentary 2:16. Introduction to Surah Dukhan. Blessed is the night in which Allah's message comes down, as a mercy to men to warn them against evil. How fractious are men to ignore or suppress such warnings. Proud Pharaoh and his chiefs did resist Allah's authority, but their sins rebounded on themselves. They were swallowed up by the sea, and their tilth, their gardens, their noble fanes and buildings, and all the advantages of which they boasted, passed to other hands. Not a tear was shed over them in heavens or earth. Thus ends the tale of power misused. Dukhan, or smoke, or mist. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Ha-Mim. By the book that makes things clear. We set it down during a blessed night, but we ever wish to warn against evil. And that night is made distinct every affair of wisdom, by command from our presence, for we ever send revelations, as a mercy from thy Lord, for he hears and knows all things. The Lord of the heavens and the earth and all between them, if you but have an assured faith. There is no God but he. It is he who gives life and gives death, the Lord and cherisher to you and your earliest ancestors. Yet they play about in doubt. Then watch thou for the day, that the sky will bring forth a kind of smoke or mist plainly visible, enveloping the people. This will be a penalty grievous. And they will say, our Lord, remove the penalty from us, for we do really believe. How shall the message be effectual for them, seeing that an apostle explaining things clearly has already come to them? Yet they turn away from him and say, tutored by others, a man possessed. We shall indeed remove the penalty for a while, but truly, ye will revert to your ways. One day, we shall seize you with a mighty onslaught. We will indeed then exact retribution. We did before them try the people of Pharaoh. There came to them an apostle most honorable, saying, restore to me the servants of Allah. I am to you an apostle worthy of all trust. And be not arrogant as against Allah, for I come to you with authority manifest. For me, I have sought safety with my Lord and your Lord against your injuring me. If you believe me not, at least keep yourselves away from me. But they were aggressive. Then he cried to his Lord, these are indeed a people given to sin. The reply came, march forth from my servants by night, for ye are sure to be pursued. And leave the sea as a furrow divided, for they are a host destined to be drowned. How many were the gardens and springs they left behind, and cornfields and noble buildings and wealth and convenience of life wherein they had taken such delight? Thus was their end, and we made other people inherit those things. And neither heaven nor earth shedded a tear over them, nor were they given a respite again. Commentary 2:17. So with the children of Israel, granted gifts and favors, they became arrogant and failed. Can the courageous escape the doom for sin? We created the world for just ends. The day will come when good and evil will be sorted out. Each will meet the fruits of its own deeds. Give good heed to the message revealed, and wait and watch. We did deliver aforetime the children of Israel from humiliating punishment, inflicted by Pharaoh, for he was arrogant, even among inordinate transgressors. And we chose them aforetime above the nations knowingly, and granted them signs in which there was a manifest trial. And as to these courageous, they said, forsooth, there is nothing beyond our first death, and we shall not be raised again. Then bring back our forefathers if what you say is true. What? Are they better than the people of Tuah and those who were before them? We destroyed them because they were guilty of sin. We created not the heavens and the earth and all between them merely in idle sport. We created them not except for just ends, but most of them do not understand. Verily the day of the sorting out is the time appointed for all men, for all of them, the day when no protector can avail his clients at all, and no help can they receive, except such as receive Allah's mercy, for he is exalted in might, most merciful. Verily, the tree of Zaqqum will be the food of the sinful. Like molten brass, it will boil in their insides, like the boiling of scalding water, and a voice will cry, seize ye him, and drag him into the midst of the blazing fire. Then pour over his head the penalty of boiling water. Taste thou this, truly was thou mighty full of honor. Truly this is what you used to doubt. But as to the righteous, they will be in a position of security, among gardens and springs, dressed in fine silk and in rich brocade, they will face each other. So, and we shall join them to companions with beautiful, big and lustrous eyes. There can they call for every kind of fruit in peace and security. Nor will they there taste death except the first death. And he will preserve them from the penalty of the blazing fire. As a bounty from thy Lord, that will be the supreme achievement. Verily, we have made this Quran easy in thy tongue in order that they may give heed. So wait thou and watch, for they too are waiting. Commentary 2:18. Introduction to the Surah Al-Jathiyah. The signs of Allah are everywhere. His power, wisdom, and goodness are shown through all creation and in revelation. How can men be so ungrateful as to reject true guidance, reaping thus the fruits of evil? But men of faith have patience and forgive their weaker brethren, and trust in the final judgment of Allah. Form no sects, as was done aforetime, nor make your lusts your gods. The future is sure, and in the hands of Allah, to whom all will bend the knee, when truth will shine in all its glory. So praise and glory to Allah, the Lord and cherisher of all the worlds. Jathiyah, or bowing the knee. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Ha-Meen. The revelation of the book is from Allah, the exalted and powerful of wisdom. Verily, the heavens and the earth are signs for those who believe. And in the creation of yourselves and in the fact that animals are scattered through the earth are signs for those of assured faith. And in the alternation of night and day, and the fact that Allah sends down sustenance from the sky and revives there with the earth after its death, and the change of the winds are signs for those that are wise. Such are the signs of Allah which rehearse to be in truth. Then in what exposition will they believe after rejecting Allah and His signs? Woe to each sinful dealer in falsehood. He hears the signs of Allah rehearsed to him, yet is obstinate and lofty, and as if he had not heard them, then announced to him a penalty grievous. And when he learns something of our signs, he takes them in jest. For such, there will be a humiliating penalty. In front of them is hell, and of no profit to them is anything that they may have earned, nor any protector that they may have taken to themselves besides Allah. For them is a tremendous penalty. This is true guidance, and for those who reject the signs of their Lord, is a grievous penalty of abomination. It is Allah who has subjected the sea to you, that ships may sail through it by his command, that ye may seek of his bounties, and that ye may be grateful. And he hath subjected to you, as from him, all that is in the heavens and on earth. Behold, in that are signs indeed for those who reflect. Tell those who believe to forgive those who do not look forward to the days of Allah. It is for him to recompense for goods or ills, each people according to what they've earned. And if anyone does a righteous deed, it inures to the benefit of his own soul. If he does evil, it works against his own soul. In the end, we all be brought back to your Lord. Now we did aforetime grant to the children of Israel the book, the power of command and prophethood. We gave them for sustenance things good and pure, and we favored them above the nations. And we granted them clear signs in affairs of religion. It was only after knowledge had been granted to them that they fell into schisms through insolent envy among themselves. Verily, thy Lord will judge between them on the day of judgment as to those matters in which they set up for differences. Then will you put thee on the right way, on religion. So follow thou that way, and follow not the desires of those who know not. They will be of no use to thee in the sight of Allah. It is only wrongdoers that stand as protectors one to another, but Allah is the protector of the righteous. These are clear evidences to men, and a guidance and a mercy to those of assured faith. What? Do those who seek after evil ways think that we shall hold them equal with those who believe and do righteous deeds? That equal be their life and their death? Ill is the judgment that they make. Allah created the heavens and the earth for just things, and in order that each soul may find the recompense of what it has earned, and none of them be wronged. Then seest thou such a one as takes as his God his own vain desires. Allah, knowing him as such, left him astray, and sealed his hearing and his heart and understanding, and put a cover over his sight. Who then will guide him after Allah has withdrawn guidance? Will you not then receive admonition? And they say, what is there but our life in this world? We shall die and we live, and nothing but time can destroy us. But of that they have no knowledge. They merely conjecture. And when our clear signs are rehearsed to them, their argument is nothing but this. They say, bring back our forefathers if what you say is true. Say, if it is Allah who gives you life, then gives you death, then he will gather you together for the day of judgment, about which there is no doubt. But most of men do not understand. To Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. And the day that the hour of judgment is established, that day will the dealers in falsehood perish. And thou wilt see every sect bowing the knee. Every sect will be called to his record. This day shall ye be recompensed for all that ye did. This our record speaks about you with truth, for we were wont to put on record all that ye did. Then, as to those who believed and did righteous deeds, their Lord will admit them to his mercy. That will be the achievement for all to see. But as to those who rejected Allah, to them will be said, were not our signs rehearsed to you? But ye were arrogant, and were a people given to sin. And when it was said that the promise of Allah was true, and that the hour there was no doubt about his coming, ye used to say, we know not what is the hour. We only think it's an idea, and we have no firm assurance. Then will appear to them the evil fruits of what they did, and they will be completely encircled by that which they used to mock at. It will also be said, this day we will forget you as ye forgot the meeting of this day of yours, and your abode is the fire, and no helpers have ye. This because ye used to take the signs of Allah in jest, and the light of the world deceived you from the day. Therefore they shall not be taken out thence, nor shall they be received into grace. Then praise be to Allah, Lord of the heavens and Lord of the earth, Lord and cherisher of all the worlds. To him be glory throughout the heavens and the earth. And he is exalted in power, full of wisdom. Alhamdulillah. And that is completed the 25th reading of the Quran, the 24th day of the fast. Inshallah, may Allah make it easy on everybody. May Allah soothe everybody's hearts and be compassionate during this month of Ramadan. Inshallah, we will break our fast at about another 4 minutes, 7:43. As a reminder, those of you who have not turned their zakat calculation or zakat in, you have up until Eid day, inshallah. Those of you who need a calculation sheet, you can come into the mosque on Friday. For those online, you can get a calculation sheet, or you can get one here at the mosque, inshallah, to calculate your zakat. Also, your zakat fitr is $15 a head per person coming into the masjid, inshallah. Do that before the Eid day prayer, the Eid morning prayer, inshallah. Make sure that all of that is taken care of. And you can do that by going to FirstCleveland Mosque, $ FirstCleveland, that's our cash app. You can go to Zelle, that is FirstCleveland Mosque 131@gmail.com. You can go and write a check out to 3613 East 131st Street, Cleveland, Ohio 44120. You can do that, and inshallah, you can bring it into the mosque, inshallah. With that being said, we're going to break and have fast. With this tomorrow, Eid, hopefully Eid day. We don't know whether it's going to be Monday, Sunday, or Monday, inshallah. It's banks on the crescent sighting of the moon, so we'll let people know as soon as possible on that, inshallah. So there is no particular day at this particular time that anybody can plan for it. Allah is the one who knows best. So we know we can't go beyond 30 days of fasting, so you know for sure 30 days of fasting is on Sunday. Sunday is the last day of fasting, so it has to be either Sunday or Monday. So inshallah, may Allah make it easy for us all, inshallah. With that being said, we're going to dismiss, inshallah, in another 2 minutes we'll have our break our fast, inshallah. Now 7:43, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.